Hi, I'm Dave King from Under the Hood Barbecue, located in Nelson, New Zealand, and today we are firing up our brand new smoker trailer. There are 6 barbecues on board, so why don't you join with us as we have a great day. Let's get this lot under the hood. Let's go. All right, so our smoke's rolling outside. We're getting the pit up to temp, and we're gonna season up our briskets. Now today we're doing over about 60 kgs of meat, and I wanna let you know this, that today's cook is not really about how we're trimming, how we're seasoning, or necessarily anything like that, because it's really about how the pit's gonna operate. But for now, let's still season up our briskets. Let's go, gonna use some good oil, and our very own GPS garlic pepper salt hit. Let's go. "35 minutes in, and the smoke's drawing nice and clean now. It's a little bit puffy when we first started, but guess what? It's good to go. Come and check out the temps. So we're running right up here, just over 300 degrees, which is absolutely perfect down this end because it's reverse flow. And then if you just come down this end over here, you can see it's just under 300. So we're running pretty even, to be honest. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our briskets, and we've got these 2 big trays in here. And with the reverse flow of this trailer that kind of lights down this end and it comes down to this end here, it's going to drag all of the smoke along up through this end and through here. So this is likely to be our hot end. So we're just going to utilize my top rack here at the moment. Let that sit there like that as I take my briskets, and I probably load up my top tray up here for a start off. All right, so what I've done is I've taken the 2 briskets and I've put the point end towards whereabouts I want the heat to be, because I know that they can take a little bit more of a beating. But as for this, I'm just gonna pop this back in now. One thing left to do, let's get this under the hood. Let's let the smoke roll, let's go. So we got these briskets on about 10 minutes ago, and this is doing what I thought it would do. Check this out, we're kind of running right down about that sort of 170 mark right now. So what I'm gonna do, because we've just opened this up, let all the heat out, we've also put all the cold meat on. So come on, let's come and check out our fire. And you've got this nice bit of charcoal starting to form, but it's gonna need a little bit more heat. So I've got these cherry splits. I'm gonna bed that down nicely, and I'm just gonna chuck on 2 or 3 of those and get the draw going again. And then we'll check in on it in about 10 minutes time. Beautiful. So we've shut that box down a little bit. The draw's coming through nice and heat, and that's just pumped itself right up to 275. So come on in, because we're gonna get ourselves our Boston butter on and everything now. But that's nice and hot, so I'm happy with that because I'm about to let all the heat out. And you can actually hear that brisket there doing its job. So what I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna pull this out. I'm gonna take my Boston butt, I'm gonna pop that on right there. Gonna grab a nice rack of short ribs, nice fat end there as well. Top tray, got 3 racks of shorties, so we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. That's not really gonna work, so we're gonna have to twist that around. This is part of getting to know the pit. 1, 2, 3, that'll do nicely, like so, and like so. Let's shut that down and take a quick look at these briskets. All right, we've got both these dialed in now at 250. Now here goes something I think I've learned already. This guy over here, the probe, when we actually opened up to check the brisket, was just off the brisket, and I think it just didn't have enough airflow to be correctly reading, so it was probably pumping a little bit hotter than we wanted. So here's what we've done, is over here, we've got this fire door open on the first notch just to allow a nice bit of draw. And if you take a look inside here, nice in there, nice bit of charcoal. But we've still got good smoke coming off that. And what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna get these splits over here warmed up. And then every time we drop 25 degrees in our temp, we're gonna add on another couple of splits and allow that smoke to happen. We'll probably shut that down so we'll actually get some nice smoke. But for now, she's drawing nice and clean. So hey, let's keep on smoking, let it roll on, let's go. So it's been about 3.5 hours since we've been fired up, since we managed to dial the heat, and it's just sat at that 250 bang on. even Stevens on both smokers. So should we take a little peek under the hood and let's have a look at what's going on? Over here we've got the briskets looking good. Then we get our beef short ribs, and right at the back our Boston butt. And as for right now, we've decided to grab our lamb shoulders with the fully loaded lamb rub. I'm just going to simply take these, plenty of space in here, which is great, and just going to pop them right up in that zone right there, and then just grab those on and back under the hood. Be as simple as that. So far so good, nothing going wrong. I'm going to fire up the hot plate in a little bit, do some smash burgers, bring on some lunch. Let's go. All right, it's late morning, just about time to wrap. You know what that means? Time for some smash burgers on our hot plate. So gas bottles are hidden underneath this beautiful stainless steel bench. Then over here we keep all of our tools and stuff in it. We've got our 2 gas bottles in here connected up. And then we've got this massive hot plate, 1500 wide. And here we've got these gas rings. And if I just turn one of them on, and I can light that, and same with this one here. And then simply turn them all on one at a time. And I can get them all to temperature, exactly whereabouts I want them to be. So I'm just going to spread those out a little bit, like so, and like so. The hot plate's fired up and ready to go. Now you can use all sorts of stuff like digital thermometers to figure out how hot it is with lasers and all that sort of stuff. Here's my test. Get some onions and pop it straight on the grill like so. A little bit of the good oil. Yep, sizzling away, that looks good to go to me. Another little zone over here. Lovely. And we want to kind of get that moving around, get it nice and hot. Depends on how many onions you want, of course. I'm just going to make a couple of burgers today. And what I'm going to do, is going to grab myself my smash burger balls, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Then I'm going to grab myself the Q-Tencel smash plate, a little bit of baking paper, and then smash it. Looks perfect. 1, 2. A little bit of a twist on the bottom. 3. Oh yeah, that's nice. And 4. Now, this particular plate is 20 mil thick. So an average hot plate might be 5 mil or 10 mil, but this is 20. So we want to bring it up to temp and then just bring this dial back a little bit of the gas. But right now, we're good to go. Really good opportunity at this point to grab ourselves our brioche buns. And we're going to grab a point that's not too hot up the back here. And we're just going to give them a nice little toast. And I'm going to grab this one here and simply flip it on top of there. And then I'm going to grab some Bega cheese. And this is not cheddar or Old English or anything. It's just known as yellow American cheese. Good to go. This guy here looks like he's just about ready to go as well. Looking good. So once again, 1 bit of cheese, 2 bits of cheese. Let's check our buns over here. Really important, under the hood sauce on our bun. I'll put that right smack bang in the middle like that. Grab your spoon, work that right the way out to the edge there. Lovely. And then we're going to simply take this, number 1, 1, 2, oh, try and slide them off. Grab some gherkins, 1, 2, 3, a little bit more of our sauce for flavour. We're going to grab that there, and that is an epic cheeseburger, smash burger ready to go. One thing left to do, let's give it a try. That's happiness in my mouth. Let's go. Beautiful. All right, Michelle, how you doing?
Great, thanks.
Made some burgers here for you.
Yes, looks
Been
good.
behind the scenes, all right. Let's give it a try. It looks good. Oh, looks like a big burger.
Crispy on the edge bit. Good.
Beautiful. So one thing we've got plenty of in New Zealand is this fresh rosemary. And our friends out here in the farm whereabouts we're at, up here at Beacon Hill, they've got plenty of it. So we've decided just to come and grab some. And let's take it around to the barbecue and let's chuck it underneath our lamb. It's gonna cook up beautifully. Let's go. So we're nearly 5 hours in at the moment. Come and take a look at this. What we've done is we've just had to shift some stuff around here. These were up the top and they were getting a bit hot. And this up here wasn't actually getting the temperature I wanted because it was at the back right in the middle there. So I've moved this to the top to be able to get it, and I'll move this right down and as far away from the smoke as I can do because they're just looking sensational. But pop over here for a second. In this particular tray, you can see here the briskets are looking good, the lamb shells looking amazing. But if you take a look at all this pooling that's happening up here, it's also happening in the back brisket as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn these briskets over just to stop it from pooling. The smoke's looking sensational and we're getting that nice pop up. I mean, look at that, that's a serious fist in there. Absolutely massive. So the girthy beef, just going to flip it over and get it back under the hood. Let's go. So what we've done is we've just come straight on in and we've just flipped them over. I've taken the bottom briskets up to the top and vice versa. Just use our gloves because there's no better pair of tongs than your hands. It's as simple as that. Got some offcuts up there which will be kind of like mid-morning snack. Lamb shoulders are looking awesome, but once again, I might just pop them up to the top because there tends to be a little bit more heat up here. And I just want that to get a little bit better bark. Grab that rosemary. Looking good. And once again, up this end here, looking sensational. What we've also done is we've put a water dish in here, and that's looking great. All right, let's take a little peek under the hood, shall we? Oh, that smoke's looking good. You can see this beautiful pullback on the bone over here, which tells me actually I'm getting quite a bit of heat actually from this end over here. Because it's pulling up, but look, let's give it a nice spritz. We'll use a 1/3 apple cider to 2/3 water mix. That Boston butt's looking good, needs a much better crust on that though. Come over here to our lamb. Also needs a much better crust on that before we go. And our briskets, look at that colour's looking absolutely sensational. Absolutely love it. Let's get it back under. We're going to wrap these up pretty shortly, but you know, so far so good. Shucks, well I got to tell you, we're 5 hours out from serve time right now, and look, it's all on and stuff's wrapped up in the pit, but we're just a little bit behind schedule. I think maybe even a whole hour behind schedule. So what I've done is I've literally just put some more wood in the firebox. Smoked Dog, he told me, he said use something that was a little bit more even in terms of the types of wood. But of course I ignored that. So maintaining the fire has been fine, but I just wonder whether just with all that extra space in here, because what often we think that happens is the wood comes in, the smoke comes in, and it just works its way through, but it doesn't. It actually vortexes its way around and comes out, and there's hot spots and there's cold spots, and even like an oven, it's like that. So what would I tell myself? What I would have told myself when I first started, if I knew what I knew now, was this: trust the process. It's going to come out at a time, and if it doesn't, we'll just eat a little bit late. Hey, let's carry on. Let's keep on smoking. Check this out. We've just wrapped up our briskets, and down the bottom there they are wrapped up. Up the top there, we've still got our Boston butt still going, our lamb shoulders. We've just put on our racks of ribs there, and pork ribs, and then here goes our beef shorties up the top. And the only thing left to go on that, of course, is our tomahawk still left to go on this particular pit. So far, so good. It's time to get our mutton on, a whole leg. Now, we want to do this hot and fast rather than low and slow on here. So come on in. We've got the 67 centimetre Weber kettle. This is Big Bertha. And we're lighting up a whole chimney here of charcoal. And we're going to dump it in, then we're going to put it right smack bang in the middle and do that hot and fast. Tasty as, good to go. It's been a massive day so far. Let's carry on cooking. Let's go. Check this out. Leg of mutton on. Let's have a look. Charcoal basket either side, mutton in the middle with a big drip tray, chunky cherry wood over here. And what we've done is we've actually built this whole thing in. Steve Broad's done a great job from Smoked Dog to actually build that in. So simply going to shut that down, open up the vent all the way, and allow that smoke to drag across the mutton straight out. Good to go. Now one more thing to show you. In here, we've managed to catch up. Remember what I said, trust the process. So look at this, the ribs looking sensational, getting ready to wrap those. Look at these briskets, absolutely just about at temp. Lamb shoulders, pork butt, and one last thing to show you. These are nearly at temp right now, but will you take a look at those suckers? Beef teeth for days. Beautiful. All right, it's been 12 hours since we lit, and I gotta tell you, I'm excited. We trusted the process. We told you we lost some time halfway through the day, but come and check this out. This is amazing. So through here, our ribs are just about done up here, but all of our briskets, look at these, looking sensational and done. Our lamb just about finished, and we're gonna show you these beef shorties. I mean, these are puffed up, beautiful nuggets of goodness. Nuggets probably isn't the right word, but come with me, I wanna show you something else. Over here, as you know, we've had a couple of kettles that we actually keep on here. This is what we do, we get them off and we stack up some chicken thighs, stuffed with halloumi, with bacon, they're still cooking of course. Look at that, 2 kettles worth. So as for right now, we're gonna go get some meat off, get it rested. We're gonna get our tomahawks on still to go. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic, let's go. We've got people arriving now, so check this out. These chicken thighs, glazed up, stuffed with halloumi, wrapped in bacon, looking absolutely sensational. And if you follow me over here, this is our Brisket Tomahawk station. This is what we showed you about before. We're gonna get a tomahawks and that, but come with me, we're not done yet. Come on down here. Our ribs are looking so good. Look at that, all glazed up. Tomahawks here, just about ready to take off. One last brisket to go. And let's just take a quick look at this leg of mutton. Look at that, that is looking absolutely sensational. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get our tomahawks off, rest them, sear them, and then do a massive carve, give it all on the table, and then we're all just gonna rip into it. Been a big day. I think we're running about 13 hours at the moment. Feeling great, let's go. All right, at the end of the day, we're gonna reverse sear our tomahawks. Take a look at these, looking good. And I've got these 2 strapping lads over here, Hank and Harrison. All right, boys, grab yourself a tomahawk, you know the brief.
All right.
Let's grab it straight into the flame. Yes, sir.
Bam.
And the idea here is directly over the station, we're gonna get a nice flame kiss going over there. We're gonna keep on turning them as we go, and we're gonna get those ready to just carve right up, straight off the bones. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get the rest of the meat, carve it up, I'm gonna serve it up very soon. What a day, I gotta tell you, I'm fizzing, let's go. All right, here we are. We've been cooking all day, time to eat. Look at the spread here. There's not a salad in sight. We've hidden those off to the side, of course. And if you want to take a look at our lovely crew around here as well, everybody say hello to YouTube for us. Here we go. So good. So basically that's it. So come on in, eat and have a good time. That'd be amazing. Just going to pass over to Graham Hislop over here to just say a word of grace, which would be absolutely awesome.